relax, go get some tea. If you're doing a detox, grab your tea. If not, grab some tea anyway, some water. I want you to be comfortable in this. If you're driving or if you're doing something else, that's fine. If you're laying down, you may fall asleep. You may drift into a state where your spirit may say, we need to receive this deeper, and that's okay as well. But I want you to just take some time out to really pay attention to this lesson that I'm going to be sharing with you. Okay. So the title is The Layers Are Collapsing. What You Think is Real Never Was. Okay. And this is a transmission again for the soul born. You are not unraveling, you are remembering what is hidden. The three deceptions that shaped the illusion. Deception number one, time is linear. And so when I say illusion, the illusion that I'm speaking of is this illusion that we exist in, this reality. Okay, this is what I mean by illusion. So number one, time is linear. Okay, so we're going to begin with this one because this is one of the biggest lies ever told. And for soul born, you are confused by this, and we're going to go into why this is confusing to you. That time moves in a straight line. So you were taught that there is a past behind you, right? Past is behind you, that you're standing in the present. There's a future in front of you. But that's not how time really works, not for the soul. So time is spiral based. And you're going to hear me speak about the spiral a lot because there's truth in this that we have not been told. So time is spiral based. It moves in loops, not lines. And you tend to circle back to certain movements again and again, but each time from a deeper level. And for this reason, you may sometimes walk into a space you've never been in and feel like, I've been here before. And that's because your spirit already touched that space. It may have been in a dream, in a past life, in your DNA, your blood memory. But the spiral brought that moment around again to you. And this is why so many of you may have dreams that actually show up in the physical. Like, I had a dream about this before. I had a dream about this place or this situation. That dream wasn't your imagination. It was an echo in the spiral. It was a preview. It was a message on soul time. And so many times, this is why you keep experiencing the same patterns. Listen, the same type of romantic partner, just in a new body, right? And you'll say, you are just like so and so. You do things just like such and such. Same energy, the same emotional wounds, abandonment, rejection, control, and they surface in different relationships, different circumstances. The same arguments, the same hard decisions that you have to make, the same energy of that you have to leave someplace or you have to stay in some a space or a situation. Or you may say the same thing over and over. Like, I keep saying this over and over and over again. You're not cursed. Your ancestors are not mad at you. You're not repeating this because you keep failing. What's happening is that you're being invited to respond from a new level of awareness. It's the same moment, but a deeper spiral. Many times, what is repeated is things that come back from our childhood, and they will continue to come back and continue to spiral in our adult lives. So, a place, a person, a situation, something that you forgot, and it just comes back to memory. Did this happen in my childhood? Why am I remembering this thing? These are usually lessons that weren't complete, and it's coming up because you're in that space in the spiral, and now it's time to heal that, or as I say, clear it. So you're not going backward, right? You're not failing. I keep doing this thing over and over. I'm messing up. You're not going backwards. And so I want you to think of the spiral like a staircase, and that you face the same direction over and over, but with every step you rise. The view may look familiar, but you're not the same. We don't move through time, we activate time. And we remember through spirals. We heal through spirals. We are restored through spirals. So think of so instead of staircase like this, I'm gonna do it in this direction. So let's say you're spiraling like this. Let's say this is the spiral. And so you're here. Let's say this is north. Okay. Well, the spiral moves around. You're back north again, but you started off at this north. Now you're here. Okay. So you're in a different, it may be this a similar situation, but a different level of awareness. It spirals around again. Here you are. Spirals around again. Here you are. And so each time you have an opportunity to clear, to heal, to make a change, to transform, because the spiral is always moving. Time does not move like this. Okay. And because we've been conditioned that time moves like this, we're thinking that I keep making the same mistake. It's going to happen again in my future. Have you ever said this? People say this all the time. It's the same old, same old. Every time such and such happens because we're thinking like this instead of thinking like spiral. Do you understand? So when you make the same mistake again, it's okay because now you are aware of it. This is what we're doing as Soulborn. We are becoming aware of those things or those mistakes because they're not really mistakes. We're becoming aware of it now. So now, aha, I'm in the same relationship again with the same type of person. A change has to be made. And that change is not the person. I'm going to cut this person off. You're going to spiral back, and it's that same person, right? You have to do some work internal. You have to face, well, why do I keep spiraling back to this person? I'm tired of this. Let me spiral to the next level of what I truly want. So I want you to know again that we don't move through time, we activate time. Listen, because there's a difference in energy when I say move through time, this is activating. Activating means that you are actively doing something. Okay. This is what we call soul architecture. Spiral time is soul architecture. Deception number 2, there is a dimensional hierarchy. This is the deception. I know y'all have heard of this. The goal is to get higher and higher in consciousness. I'm going higher in consciousness. This earth is too dense. That 3D vibration, that 3D space is too low. I'm not vibrating in the 3D. Okay. If you're really spiritual, you with me in a 5D and a 7D or beyond. I'm vibrating in a 9D. Y'all have heard that before? But your soul does not move up a ladder. It's not, your soul is not doing this. 3D, 4D, 5D, 7D. Okay. Again, it moves in spirals and circles within circles in a concentric manner. So different dimensions. And again, we're going to go simplistic with this. Different dimensions aren't stacked like 4 floors in a tall building. They're not. It's easy to understand that in that way, but that's not how dimensions work. They're more like layers in a cake or ripples in the water. You know, like if you go to a lake or somewhere and you throw a rock in the water, that rock hits one point, but it ripples out and touches the entire lake. So think of it like that. So each one touches the others. All dimensions are touching each other. They're connected, and each one serves a purpose. You are in the 3D. This is your physical life. Your physical life is just as important as fifth dimension. So when I'm saying 3D, I mean third dimension. This third dimension physical life is just as important as the fifth dimension, the energy, intuition. A lot of times we dismiss this. We call our bodies monkey suits, and this world is, we disregard the power of you being in this third dimension. Like it's worthless. You're not stuck here. You're working here. You were sent here. So that means here is something of importance. And this is your current situation, and therefore it is sacred. And I need you to understand that as being sacred. You're not here to escape your body. Let me get out of this trap, this body. I need to vibrate high enough so I'm no longer in my body. Your job is to bring the spirit all the way into the body, for you to connect to that spirit in your body. because that body is just as important. So there's no race to get higher. I'm going to do what I can so I can manifest my life in the fifth dimension. There's only resonance, purpose, and presence. So the spiral teaches us that we're not climbing a ladder. You're remembering how to walk in the layers all at once. Listen, everything is connected and every bit of it matters. Your work is embodying all of the layers at one time, all of the parts of you at one time. So, deception number three. Deception number three, memory equals history. Whew. Mm, mm, mm. What you remember might not be historical. It might be ancestral, galactic, or spiral. This is especially for the soul born. Your remembrance is not a mistake, it is a return. Let me be clear on something. We're told that your memory is only real if it can be proven by history books. That didn't happen. That wasn't how it was written. You were taught that only documented events are valid and that your memories should match what's on paper. So if you can't trace it with facts, then it's not real. Well, that limits us, right? Because history has been written by certain people, whoever recorded it. Not all memory is historical. That is the truth. Not all memory is historical. Some memories come from your ancestors, some come from your own soul journey, through other lifetimes, through other realms. Some come from your galactic lineage or your individual blueprint. Some memories aren't back then when that happened, back then. Some are right now. They're happening right now. And they're arriving to you in that spiral. Remember, time is not linear. So it's not, this was history then, here we are now. No, it could have been anywhere in that spiral. And you can double back to that space and be connected to something in history. So here's what it looks like. Some of you may feel deeply connected to time or place that you have no idea like why. So you may have a deep connection with ancient Kemet. You don't know what it is about the pyramids, about the Sphinx. You've never been there. It's just like it's calling you. Okay. You may have a deep connection to Lemuria. I don't know what it is about this land. There's just something about the crystals and just something about the space that I just feel connected to, or the ancient Mayans, or maybe even a time that doesn't exist on Earth's timeline. You've never been there. Why do you feel connected to it? You may remember rituals, chants, symbols that you've never studied. You're doodling a symbol and you don't know what this is, and then you find out that that is a Kemetic symbol, and you're like, "How did I know that?" Or there may be a chant or a sound or word that comes to you, and you don't know what that language is or what that sound is, but it feels like home. It feels like I know this. You have memories that don't belong in your personal past, but carry emotional weight. Like your body remembers it. Your mind can't place it. It doesn't make sense, but you're like, I know this space. I know this place. Another example is you may have something that happened in your family line, even though nobody talked about it. Listen. And later on, you found out you were right. And it can be down the line, a grandparent, a great grandparent, or something. You're like, I feel like this happened, but I can't prove it. That's not fantasy. That's encoded memory. It lives in your blood, your bones, your dreams. It lives in your auric field. So you're not imagining it, you are remembering it. Some of this information that you carry didn't even happen in this lifetime, but it's still yours. You witnessed it, and you are allowed to heal from it. You're allowed to complete it. And this is why some people feel grief that they can't explain. I don't know why this thing makes me feel this way, or seeing this. I don't know why, I'm at this moment, I just feel so sad. What is this? I'm not sad, but I feel this overwhelming grief. It may not be from your own life. It can be something that is inherited. This is why some people have deep fears around water. You don't like getting a boat, okay? Fire. childbirth, public speaking, and you have no idea why you are terrified by this because nothing's ever happened in your life that would point to it. Memory isn't personal, it is ancestral, galactic, it is spiral. And once you stop trying to make your memory fit inside someone else's version of history, you begin to reclaim your truth. Several years ago, 2020, I said, everyone gets exposed. All the deceptors will get exposed. Every deception that is out there is going to get exposed, and the truth is going to rise up. And we've been seeing that the truth about people, people's histories, this country, different places in the world. All these things are coming to the surface, and you had an inkling about it, but it was conspiracy or that's not in the books. That's not in the history books. That didn't happen. Once you stop trying to make your memory fit inside someone else's version of history, you begin to reclaim your truth. So you're not wrong and you're not crazy for remembering you were never taught. Just because you didn't learn it didn't mean that you didn't live it. And the spiral is now bringing these things back. This is not a glitch, it is a return. There's one story that I remember greatly growing up personally in my family line of my grandmother being indigenous and her talking about her family being indigenous, being Aniwaya, is one of the 5 Cherokee tribes. And well, you're not Indian. You don't look like you're Indian. And a lot of people in those regions said, well, we are Indian, but they didn't look like it. And there was nothing written to prove it. Nothing written. But people had their stories and they remembered and things that were passed down from their grandmothers, their great grandmothers. And it's not until now that all of this is being validated as those memories were true. That wasn't wrong. Just because it wasn't in the book, just because the book showed these pictures or the book said these things, it shouldn't have discounted people's actual lived memory. So I'm saying that for all of you as well that have these memories about things that are coming up to you. Your ancestors are telling you stuff about you and you're trying to research it. You can't find it. Well, I can't find it, so it must not be true. It's a return.